All right, Marky Ramone at the Le Parc Hotel in West Hollywood.
It's good advertising. How you
How's
doing?
it being in Hollywood again?
Very good. I come here about 6, 7 times a year, visit friends and do some business, and just like coming here once in a while.
And tomorrow you're doing the whiskey.
Doing a benefit for multiple sclerosis. A friend of ours has it, and asked if I would come and do some Ramone songs with some local musicians in the area. So we put together a band rehearsal last night, and we're going to play KKK, Sedated, She Knew Was a Punk Rocker, Rockaway Beach, and Blitzkrieg Bop. So it involves Gilby Clarke, Billy Morrison from Billy Idol's band, and a few other local guys,
I think the mic's on, right? Cool. And then I know we just lost Clive Burr, who is another fellow Peisty drummer to MS about a week ago.
Oh, man. That sucks. I mean, I'm also involved with the thing, my pasta sauce. I have a food line, and a lot of the profits, part of the profits go to Autism Speaks.
Right.
So it's good to be involved with charity work.
So what you're promoting now is the Dust, there's 2 albums re-releases. Would that have to do, because it's been the 40th anniversary from last year?
Yeah, 40th anniversary. We just remastered them. Sony Legacy's putting them out in, I think, April 13th or 14th. On vinyl, both albums, and CD, remastered. And when I heard the finished product, I couldn't believe it. I mean, with the technology today, with the way they can master something, it just sounds twice as big. It projects, the volume projects twice as loud, and it doesn't even distort. It's amazing.
I was listening to it yesterday. It sounds like it came, right, from the early '70s. Doesn't wasn't messed around with too much.
No. We didn't want anyone to tamper with the original intention.
And you guys only were around 2-3 years.
Mid-high school, and then to '72. That was it.
And what was the breakup reason then?
We just fizzled out. I mean, we were very young, naive. Our manager wasn't really that experienced with this genre of music, and our record label was a bubblegum label, Buddha Kama Sutra, that did Yummy Yummy, I Got Love in My Tummy, and Green Tambourine. So they really weren't equipped to deal with a group like this. So, it was this time.
For that,
it was the right time.
For that kind of music, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, Zeppelin was around that period, but there wasn't any American bands,
nope.
For what they called heavy metal then.
No, rarely any. Maybe 3 or 4, you can count them on your fingers. The Sabbath album came out in '70. We were together and just forming in '70. So we didn't have any real influence. I mean, we liked Jimi Hendrix, Cream, Jethro Tull, Led Zeppelin, and then eventually the first 2 Black Sabbath albums. But we were doing our thing, I mean, you really, you use your influences, then you put your own icing on the cake.
And I heard some blues influence on a song like Going Easy.
Oh yeah, we like the blues too, real blues.
I think maybe back to Robert Johnson. Or?
Yeah, not the white guy blues, the real
Muddy Waters,
black man blues. The real deal. Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, Buddy Guy, stuff like that.
And for the reissue, why now put it out?
Well, my friend suggested it. He works at Sony Legacy. Everyone there likes the albums, and the president gave him the okay to do it. And I met him, and we all agreed on it. And it's a legitimate company. It's not a little label that's where it's just it's not going to get lost in the shuffle. Well, what I mean is that, when you do an independent label, a little label, they don't have the financial backing. But I like independent labels. It's just that for this re-release, because it is a re-release, you need a bigger label like a Sony or Warner's to do this,
And one thing is, you look the same you did 40 years ago. What's the secret there?
My wife. She takes care of me, gives me my vitamins. I exercise about 2 hours a day. I haven't had a drink in 29 years. I don't do hard drugs, never did. And I never smoked cigarettes. And I play the drums a lot. So maybe that has something to do with it, you know? I mean, do I miss it? No. But was it fun? Yes.
And did you think of doing reforming Dust the few years you weren't in the Ramones?
No, because with the Ramones it was totally different side of the coin. I mean, that was punk rock, 4/4, 2/4, straight ahead. Dust was more accents, time changes, longer songs, guitar leads, and you know, I wouldn't have broken up the Ramones to reform Dust. I don't think it would have been the right thing to do because the Ramones decided to retire in '96, and we talked about it in '94. Me, Johnny, and Joey, and that was it. You know, the Dust thing just recently came up out of nowhere. We weren't thinking about it. We just were told, hey, we're putting out the album. It was great, you know, to hear this.
And both bands were highly influential. You know, when do you realize that there's other bands, you know, starting to be influenced by you guys?
By the Ramones?
Yeah, and Dust I can hear too.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Green Day, Rancid, Offspring, you know,
Punk rock.
Billy Idol's band, you know, all the downstroke bands, you know, No Effects, and they all pay homage to us. I mean, it's obvious. The Clash, the Pistols. Joe Strummer said it himself, and you know I knew Joe pretty well. We toured together, and you know, and the Buzzcocks. It never ends. We were always grateful to hear that these bands at least cited us as an influence.
And you know, while we're here with your signature Vic First Sticks,
Oh, yeah.
when did these first come out?
I was endorsed by them about 20 years ago. And they've been good to me, very good to me.
Vic over there, you know.
Oh
Joe,
yeah,
everybody.
Yeah, well, Marky used to work for them, all of them, and so I continue to stay with them because of their quality. You know, they hold up. They don't break. They don't break that quick. You know.
One thing I just want to ask the companies, you know, the NAMM show just came up. I know you've probably done a few signings there.
Once.
Well, do you remember some crazy stuff, you know, fans might have brought up, you know, from 30 years ago?
Oh yeah. Well, when I went there, everyone started following me around. I was wondering why. You know, I mean, I'm just there to you know, to see new products. I thought it was an industry insider thing, but I think a lot of people
fans
can go. Yeah. So I signed a lot of autographs, which I'm always willing and happy to do, and photos. And I went to the pasty area to see Kelly, and because I've been using pasty for about 20 years because they are the best cymbals. And you know, I just wanted to see what new stuff is out there, you know. And I was very happy to see Ludwig back with a good quality drum set again, because Ludwig was always the best. I think so.
And we got the Pisces sound edges right over there. That's what you'll be using tomorrow.
15-inch pasty sound edge. These are the best. And 14s are good too, but I use 15. So there's no other hi-hats or cymbals better than the pasty sound. I don't know what it is, but I use them all, and they just blow the other cymbals away.
The
so
2002s is that's what you use?
I use the pasty, the ones I just brought up to you. What are they called?
Signature series.
Yeah, signature series. That's what I use. Ride, crashes, and hi-hats. If I can't get the signature series, I'll use these. But they're all good. They're all different sounding. They last. And I also use Roods.
I know those, yeah.
I have to. Sometimes
some of the metal guys use those.
I use Roods. Because they have a different sound, more of like a darker sound, you know.
And another thing is, are you still a pork pie?
I like pork pie a lot, and I'm very grateful that Bill made me a set. But you can't get them in other countries.
Oh, when touring, of course.
When I tour, I always make sure that there's a drum set waiting there for me of my choice, and you know, Marshall stacks and the Ampeg whatever. But I couldn't get the pork pies. I love them. I still have them, and I wish they were in other countries because I would have used them all the time, you know. But the problem was that I couldn't get them anywhere. Here, I would just use the set that Bill made for me, you know, and that's the story.
And Evans, wherever that head is, have you gotten to try the Level 360s?
Which ones are those?
That's their latest that they debuted at NAMM this year.
They're like Kevlar?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're kind of like Kevlar, right?
It's made to fit on the shell better.
They just sent them to me. They're great on the snare drum.
Yeah.
I love it on the snare for snares. You don't have to tune the head that tight, but you still get a very thick quality sound on them. And I really like those a lot.
And have you been using a 5-piece kit since back with Ramones?
Now I only use a 4-piece set. The extra floor tom I don't need anymore because I rarely used it, so I just stick to a basic 4-piece set, ride, 2 cymbals, and a hi-hat.
And now 2013 Blitzkrieg you've been touring with?
Everywhere. Russia, China, Vietnam, Spain, Italy, France, England, some parts of the States, but I'll be getting to the States more. Places that the Ramones never dreamed of going, but probably would have liked to. Serbia, let's see, where else? Japan. We were in Japan, all over, yeah. So it's non-stop.
All right, well, thank you, Marky, and
anytime.
Look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
Okay, thanks.